You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the April 4th, 2023 meeting of the Michigan City Finance Committee. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Michigan City Finance Committee meeting. Today is April 4th, 2023, and the time now is 5:32. We will begin with the agenda with call to order. Those that are present, Sean Fitzpatrick.
Present.
Tracy Tillman, present. Paul Przybylski. We have 2 present and 1 absent. So we do have a quorum. I also would like to acknowledge that we do have Controller Hoffmaster in attendance as well. I would like to start off next with the approval of minutes. There was no finance meeting held on March 21st, 2023. And our opening issues, we will start with the Michigan City Riverboat and Boyd claims docket for April 4th, 2023. We have Riverboat Fund 2235 for the amount of $32,368.66. Riverboat EFT Fund number 2235, $0. Boyd Development EFT Fund number 2504, $120,000. Total claims, $152,368.66. Those claims are for the $32,368.66 was for Chicago Communications LLC, Fence Masters, Freeman and Associates, Waymer APS Inc., doing business as Waymer. Is it Waymer? Waymeyer. Thank you. For the $120,000, that was City of Michigan City from Boyd Development Agreement. Is there a motion on the floor to accept the claims?
Motion to approve claims as presented.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, as far as opening issues, we have on tonight council meeting. There will be a second reading on ordinance my apologies. There will be a second reading on ordinance approving additional appropriation in the budget of the Board of Public Works and Safety of the General Fund for additional fundings of the Liability Insurance Trust account. Also on second reading, approving additional appropriation in the budget of the DEA Forfeitures Fund for fundings for the expansions of the MCPD K-9 division. Also under ordinance on second reading, approving additional appropriation in the budget of the Public Safety Local Income Tax LIT found for the lease of 10 patrol vehicles, 10 service vehicles, the purchase of Glock handguns and other safety equipment for the Michigan City Police Department. Are there any questions by the committee at this time?
Not at this time.
Are there any questions or comments by the public? And do you have anything to address with the Finance Committee Controller Hoffmaster?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Good evening. At the last meeting, we had presented a docket for the purchase orders. And the reasoning for that, in April of 2020, the council had passed an ordinance that all purchase orders had to be approved by the council. So that was the purpose of the docket. So I'm just going to present it through the next council meeting because I was out of the office last week, so I wasn't able to get it on this agenda. So I'll just bring it forward to the next meeting. But I just wanted you to be aware, the only reason we submitted that was because of the ordinance that was passed to approve the purchase orders. And what this does is, the finance committee and then the council will be aware of what's coming up to be spent out of the Riverboat or the Boyd development.
Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, that was for the what, the 1.2?
Yeah, it was like 1.4, 1.5 million was the total of all of the purchase orders. And what this states is what was approved in the budget. So once the council approves these, then we can let the department heads know they can begin their purchasing process. Whether they have to do bid specs or go get their quotes or whatever they need to do, then they'll go through that process through the Board of Works to get everything purchased. And then they'll come back to the council and the finance committee on a claims docket when we are prepared to write the checks for the purchases.
Correct.
Okay,
I think, if I may, from my recollection, what triggered that ordinance being proposed was the misunderstanding of EFTs, I think, and they were going through, and then there were questions asked, well, why didn't we know about this? And they had already been pre-approved. And I think because it was in 2020, that was because the council was new and it was things that was approved with us, the previous council, and the new council were asking questions.
Because I know we did this last year and we did it the year before. So I just, and I know we missed the invoice from the police department. We were doing the annual report and trying to close out the year. And unfortunately, that invoice slipped by us before we could get the purchase order approved by the council. So with the last purchase, that was new money that the council had not already approved those purchase orders. So, but now that we're catching up on everything, we're trying to get everything all back, smooth going for us.
okay, and you'll have that, as you said, you'll have that presented at the next council
At the next, because I didn't get it on this agenda.
Right.
So yes, I will have it. And then I just added a sentence in accordance with ordinance number 4542. Below are listed the purchase orders for 2023.
Okay, thank you, Controller.
Okay,
Hoffman.
thank you.
Is there any other questions? Do you have anything, Committeeman Fitzpatrick?
No, unless you did not, I'll move to adjourn.
There's been a motion to adjourn. I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Time now is 5:39 PM. Thank you.